And I'm back with more Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. No, I'm not going to stop this running gag until this segment is done. For those unaware, Miles has taken over Phoenix Wright's case in Dusky Bridge because Phoenix Wright fell off Dusky Bridge and suffered a cold. So, we're still investigating. We're going to talk with Iris. So let's fucking go! So this might be one of those episodes where I get into the trial really early and go towards the testimony and then save the testimony for a second video. We'll see how long it goes. Since I've been handed this case, it's my duty to dig up all of the answers, you understand?
Yes, sir.
The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years of court, I've seen it happen over and over again. So I am committed for searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true you didn't go to the inner temple that night?
Yeah, I swear. I already told you that.
Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened.
That's right.
If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what are you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what you're frightened so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you.
What? This?
Well...
What? Why are you glaring at me like that?
You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct?
Ah!
Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I suppose it doesn't matter either way.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me.
A prank?
Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief.
I wonder about that.
Sister Bikini's like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her.
No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. Phoenix Wright.
What?
You mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say?
I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it.
What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions?
It's a small mountain shack on the base of Dusky Bridge.
A small shack, huh?
It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever go near.
Where is it on this map?
It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down the Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought of a terrible criminal lurking in Heavenly Hall I was so scared by the whole affair, I didn't even want to talk about it. I didn't want to think about it.
So this is the secret you locked away.
Yes.
Looks as though I might have to visit this heavenly hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night.
Yes, that's exactly right.
The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret.
But it's pointless.
Why would you say that?
Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a doozy. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? Still better than a view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself. Why? Why does this always happen to me? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Now it's gonna be prison? I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shut up. Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that. What do you do? Hey, you! I got an objection! What the? Edgy! You dirty rat! Gumshoe, you oaf. Sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. And in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. I always wanted to do that. You watch too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, jigs up. What do you have to say for yourself? What's this little shack anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. Why were you down here in the first place? Oh, come on. I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. It's a great little place. It's, artistic. It's quiet. It's cold. It's got no power. It looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment, pal. One thing's for sure, no one's likely to show up and disturb you here. So, can I get you something to drink? Hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. You gotta do this. You gotta save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth! Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl. What? Mr. Edgeworth's pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask you for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels just with the look in her eyes. She's got that I want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. Yeah, he'd probably punch you. He'd never imagined I'd marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he'd be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? What's this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really want to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him out on the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you, and what were you doing last night? Oh, man! Don't you have anything else to talk about? That kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Trust me, Miles gets a lot of fan art. I don't think he's gonna have trouble finding girlfriends. I mean, besides, Francisca exists. I'm sure that's one already. I mean, that'd be a hell of a relationship right there. They're made for each other. Okay, chill with the scary eyes. I got it. I won't talk about the whip lady. Do I even know the whip lady? I don't know if I know the whip lady. I'll introduce you to the whip lady if you're not careful. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Damn it! Oh. Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on. I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days even with him? Fuck. Alright, now you're going to tell me exactly what you saw last night. Oh, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh, that was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, not sure for how long. Suddenly, zang! The world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend Naomi. And then it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, what are you giving me the evil look for? I said I'm telling the truth. There's still 3 Cyclops remaining. He's trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw this happen? Where? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an emptied jelly jar. Problem, I suspect, lies there. What do you mean there? It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike from your room. This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of the Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think it should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Looks like this won't be easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so where were you? No, I wasn't in my room. So where was he and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to now perfectly, the answer's fairly obvious. Very well, let me test my theory. The place you witnessed the lightning strike was here. The place you saw the lightning strike was naturally Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging around in this old shack? It's freezing cold. There's no electricity. They're gonna fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. That! Oh! In other words, you've just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now, tell me, what were you doing in this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call, faire de cour? I think you mean affaire de cour. Could it be you were waiting for someone?
Ah, no! You really are one scary guy. You know that?
I believe last night you were waiting for this person to come and find you. There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this.
I told you before, don't call me Larry.
The person you were waiting for was Iris.
Suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy.
No doubt because of my chilly glare.
So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? You got some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing?
This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for her. Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter.
Hey, give me that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway?
That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry.
What do you mean?
Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ow!
First of all, what's this on the top of the letter? It says, salutation here.
That's what it said in the book, letter writing for dummies.
You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris.
I'm sorry.
This is dope. So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you?
Sorry, Edgy. Sorry, don't cut it, you scumbag. Threaten a young lady like that. Wait, hold up.
What now, pal?
What are you talking about? What threatening stuff?
I'll tell you what. You tried to scare Iris into threatening to expose her secret, pal.
What do you mean threaten? When I threaten her?
Unless you want your secret to be exposed.
That sounds like a threat to me, pal.
Blackmail, in fact.
Give me a break. That's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love?
What did you just say?
My love for her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow on the mountain.
Then what is the secret you mentioned?
Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love. Obviously, she wouldn't want old Lady Bikini to know about it. But her hot and sour, bittersweet love affair, does she even know you?
All right, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope?
Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh. Then why are you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look.
What's wrong? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
That's it. That's what all those huge locks were about?
I don't understand why you were so defensive.
Well, I don't know either. I guess you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me.
No, we found that out.
Hey, come on. Don't let it get you down.
Mr. Edgeworth,
that guy's still hiding something. I know it.
What do you mean?
Don't forget what this guy just said a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible.
He's right.
Larry. What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog who just found a bone.
What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another.
I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge.
Yes, and I believe that incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't ring true.
What doesn't?
If there's all there was to it, your heart would have so many of those locks. Therefore, Larry, I believe you saw something else last night. Something more incredible than lightning.
When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? You hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal.
No. What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like that? Huh? It's like I'm next to a hit of a bullet of lightning. I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. Hooray! We have made it to day one of the trial. So Miles will have a prosecutor of his choosing to help him solve the part one of this ongoing mystery. So that's where we will start tomorrow. And we'll see you next time.